Today in Luther's Kitchen, we're making Blackberry crumble bars. And to begin with, in a medium-sized bowl, we are going to combine melted butter, brown sugar, and kosher salt. And we're going to give all that a good whisk before adding in all-purpose flour. And once we add the flour in and we get it combined well, we're then going to refrigerate this mixture until we need it. So this forms the topping. And when you mix in the flour, you want to use a fork, and you should get some fairly large crumbles that are going to form. While that mixture is chilling, we're going to make the cake batter. So we're starting with some more butter, 1 stick of unsalted room temperature butter with vanilla extract, and we're going to add some confectioner's sugar. And then we want to beat this on high with a paddle attachment until it is light, white, and fluffy. Now that the mixture is nice and fluffy, we're going to add in 2 eggs, but we're going to do them one at a time. So we're going to beat in an egg, we're going to scrape down the side of the bowl, we're going to beat in the second egg. When it disappears, scrape down the side of the bowl. In another medium-sized bowl, we're going to whisk together more flour, some baking powder, and kosher salt. Now we're going to add that flour mixture to the butter mixture, and we're going to mix on low speed just until the flour is incorporated. Be careful not to overmix. We don't want to end up with a very tough cake batter. Scrape down the sides of the bowl. I have an 8 by 8 inch glass baking dish and a piece of parchment paper that I have trimmed to fit the inside of the glass baking dish. And I'm going to now pour or spread the batter into that paper lined pan and try to get all that batter in evenly. And this is a great time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now you can add your blackberries in a single layer, but you can be pretty generous with them. You want to load it up. We used about 1.5 boxes of blackberries. And again, we don't want to add too many, otherwise the moisture of the blackberries is going to affect the texture of the cake. But a single layer of blackberries is perfect. Once all your blackberries are arranged, you want to add that crumble mixture that's been chilling in the refrigerator over the top. And then you want to get this into the oven where it's going to bake for about 40 minutes or until the center of this cake is done. And you can tell by inserting a toothpick and tiny crumbs stick to the toothpick, not wet batter. And once the cake has cooled, you want to remove it from the baking pan carefully using that paper overhang. And I like to cut this in 9 slices using a very sharp knife. Now you can transfer those slices to a serving platter, or you could put them in muffin tin papers because that allows you to transfer each slice nice and neatly. This is wonderful with a cup of coffee in the morning. It's wonderful in the afternoon. It's amazing at night. I love these Blackberry crumble bars. For this recipe and more, visit myclasscancook.com.